artist joins us. Great to have you here. Happy holidays.
I don't celebrate the holidays, but thank you very much.
Well, it's nice to have you here at this time of the year.
Randomly, usually the opposite of uniformity, but the shifts in time form a certain parity. With the gesture of buttons comes clarity.
Buttons, y'all. Randomly, uniformly, in search of paradise clearly. Trying to get you to see the fit. See what's hit. See that clip. Anyway. Today, December 25th, 2024. Xmas, Christmas. A few thoughts about this day. It's not a day I celebrate. So when folks say happy holidays, I say sappy follyways. When someone says joy, I say oh boy. When someone says merry, I'm like, quite scary. Kind of flip it. And growing up in New Orleans, I do have particular moments and memories, of course, of Christmas that were fun, memorable, and, you know, the sight of a candy cane, the smell of a Christmas tree, the hymns, the songs, the Christmas songs, which I do not like Christmas songs. I don't generally like any Christmas songs. I don't want to listen to it. None of them. Yeah, even the one you like and you're surprised I don't like, I don't care for it. But never mind the holiday as seen through capitalism and how it's used as a day to gaslight folks to make people feel like they gotta spend money on others. People pretend and they do this whole cheery pretending thing. And it's also very lonely around this time. And that's generally my reservations and my whatever towards it. But I understand people enjoy this day, and I'm not here to, you know, disrupt your unity if you have unity now. And a lot of times, this is the only time where you're not at the job. So you're with your family and with friends, community, and every day we should be in community. And I think on days like this, it's really clear because it's lonely, but it's also filled with whatever you want to fill in. You can put in what's not there. So I'm choosing to sew some buttons today. I'm gonna do some writing. Yeah, I'm also gonna write letters because I do love writing letters, and I write letters all the time anyway. It's been a while, so I have to up my game, and I really send out like stationery with the letters. It's not going to just be one piece of paper. It's going to be some sort of doodle and all these other things, quotes, index cards. So I enjoy doing that. I'm going to make maybe about 14 letters before the year is out. So I really do have to get into doing that. I enjoy doing that. But anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on this day. I don't know, this kind of went all over the place, but I do hope that you are in your highest state of physical, mental, and spiritual health. Another thing I did today, I lit a candle. May you as well, in light of the sight and smell of white birch and cedar wood. Randomly, uniformly, in search of paradise clarity. And I wanted to share some thoughts. So when we think of aspiration and we think of fuel to that aspiration, like what is the driving force behind that idea? And that idea is a frame of a picture which is excellent and flawless. Some would even say nearly perfect. And what makes that frame and picture fuel is it embodies the things that you want to do, the things you see yourself doing. You may not be able to do those things, but you think it can be done because there's been a picture laid out to tell you you can do those things. What happens when that desire is not met with the fire needed to carry on and you don't become that picture? never reaches the reality, your dream becomes deferred. Well, then one would have to ask, is your dream the only dream being deferred? The answer to that question, no. Some are able to make that happen. And if we ask those individuals, how did they make it happen? A lot of times they'll say, hard work. I worked hard for this. I put in the time necessary to make this happen. And while that might be true, it's not just hard work. Why is it not hard work? Because you yourself know that you are doing a lot of that work. You're jobbing, you're making ends meet, but you're also pushing yourself. You're going against time. There are, I would argue, more hard workers than we like to believe. There are plenty of people every day putting in that work, putting in that time. But why don't they make that rhyme? Well, only a few. There's a popular scripture, I don't remember the name of the book where it's in, but it says, many are called, few are chosen. Now, I don't say this to say only some will be chosen, but I will say only some will be chosen. Now, do you want to be chose by those that make that decision? Because those that choose, in a lot of ways, in fact, more commonly than not, they decide who gets to get on that stage and who has to abide by that stage. Because you ain't gonna just get on the stage and do your own thing if you were chosen by someone. They gonna tell you what to do, what to say, so that that display is properly presented. So maybe it's not wise to be chosen, because the question would then be, chosen by who and for what purpose? That's the thought that's on my mind. And I'm thinking of someone in particular that embodies this, the highest brightness and idea of exceptionalism. Like, oh, I want to be that. They are slaying their soul, this, that, and the third. Well, why would they be? And who is making sure that they are that? And what are they saying, or what are they not saying, that keeps them in that position? I don't know. Buttons, y'all.
I need y'all to understand. Shit's getting real.